secondly, we need to understand ourselves as God beings. Beings, people created in the image of God, not as gods and put ourselves up on a pedestal, but understanding that we are one with this God mind. And when we open to this God mind, which is universal consciousness, universal energy, this wisdom and knowledge which is of God mind can flood into us. Because it's not much use just having a new golden age for the earth if there's not a new golden people living on the earth. So what's happening is that we are being recreated to be the new golden people, the new people of the new earth. All people on the earth have this capacity. The opening to recreation is love. The ability to hold a consciousness of peace, love and oneness. This is the only prerequisite. Every person has the same capacity. Just take a big deep breath. Now Spirit want to go a little bit deeper with the energy. What they're going to start to do now is working with the DNA. They're working with the human genome. We understand that the human genome, or the human, is like a recipe for human life. It's a recipe for how we look, it's a recipe for everything about our humanness, our behaviour, our characteristics, and we inherit our DNA, of course, from our parents, from our ancestors, from our lineage line. But what many people don't understand fully is that we also inherit a soul aspect of our DNA. All of the lifetimes that we've had as a soul. So there's all that memory, and all that knowledge, and all that recipe for soul coming through into the physical DNA as well. There's the physical DNA, and there's another energetic overlay which is coming from the soul. And the DNA is like a book, a script, a series of writings. In this particular book of the DNA, there's 23 chapters, like 23 chromosomes, and in each chapter is sentences written in DNA script. And DNA script is written in 3-letter words called codons. Okay? So the DNA is very complex, but it can also be considered to be very simple. Because just like the English language, each letter has the same emphasis. And it's all written in a linear fashion, like one letter after the other. Okay? So it's simple. So what Spirit are going to be doing through me now is they're going to be transmitting energy, words, one word after the other. And these words are going to splice into little gaps, if you like, within the sentences of the original DNA and create a new meaning for the sentences in the chapters, some of the chapters. Okay?
Spirits వచ్చి మన డిఎన్ఏని చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నారు, మనం యాక్టివేట్ చేయబోతున్నారు. సో ఇప్పుడు డిఎన్ఏ అనేది ఒక మనం బుక్ తీసుకుంటే ఆ బుక్లో కొన్ని చాప్టర్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు స్పిరిట్స్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే వాళ్ళు ఒక లైట్ లాంగ్వేజ్ యూజ్ చేసి కొత్త చాప్టర్స్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు. మన కథను, మన ఈ మానవ జన్మని అప్గ్రేడ్ చేస్తాం. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అప్గ్రేడ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అలా మనకు అప్గ్రేడేషన్ జరుగుతుంది.
So scientists have once, see some scientists that describe the DNA as being like a vibratory tape recording. And so what Spirit are doing is they're inserting new vibrations into the tape recording. And the vibrations are light, sound, energy, words, new words of creation.
So, ఈ light to sound vibration. దీని ద్వారా మన DNA ఒక కొత్త చాప్టర్, ఒక కొత్త అధ్యాయము మన శరీరంలోకి, మనకు ఆత్మ శరీరంలో ఒక DNA ఉంటుంది, ఆత్మలో కూడా ఒక DNA ఉంటుంది. సో ఈ ఆత్మ DNA, శరీరం DNA రెండిట్లో కొత్త చాప్టర్స్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసి మన ఈ మానవ జన్మని అప్గ్రేడ్ చేస్తాం స్పిరిట్స్.
So what you will feel as this energy gets delivered is probably, I'm not on the receiving end of it, but what I think you're going to feel is a feeling of heat, tingling vibration in your body, maybe down the spine, maybe at the base of the spine, I'm not sure. And the outcomes for you will be a shift in perception, a shift in how you feel about yourself, about your life. Things will become easier for you. It will not be difficult anymore. Okay, we'll talk about the outcomes a bit later, but let's just deliver the energy now, okay? Now all you've got to do is sit with your hands palm up and relax, because there's nothing you have to do really except be. Vokoka kilisiza nagadaishi na madakwaza badaki. Adabatu kota badakasa badaka asisi. Alagada badagona badagona badisada badagona badisada badagona badisada badagona badaki. Alagadi, alagadi, alagadi. Ologala badagona badagona badisada badagona badaki istada badagona badaki. Alagada badagi istada badagi istada badagi istada badagi istada. Alagada istada badagi istada badagi istada badagi. Ologala badagona badagona istada badagi. Akaka, akaka. Akaka. Koko ki kala batu isen batu. Ala batu isen batu isen. Ala batu batu isen batu. Ala di dengan batu si. 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 Bukan aku lebih kursi. Ada berdekat isi, berdekat isi. Ada berdekat ular, berdekat atukut. Ada berdekat alaki, alaki, alaki. Bukan orang kat ada berdekat. Ada berdekat orang ada berdekat. Ada berdekat azuk azuk. Ada berdekat, alaki, alaki. Ulu lagi ada berdekat. Isi, 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 isi. Mukule is a bedaki. Mologo is a bedaki. Aleni is a bedaki. Ola is a bedaki. Aleni is a bedaki. Aleni is Alabada is Alabada is Alabada is Olola Akadaka is a bedaki. Akaka, akaka, akaka. Who's feeling heat and tingling? Yes, thank you. Now, you might be wondering what all this is about and what's going to happen to you. So I'm going to ask Spirit to explain. I'm standing here, I'm standing in front of you, but there's other beings of light around me. Some of you might see them. Now, what can you see, sir?
I see a lot of very beautiful colors, and they also have, I don't know how to explain this in the language of this world, but I also hear sounds too, very beautiful music.
Thank you. So I say, okay, there are representatives here from different star nations, from the Galactic Council, but there are also representatives from the heavenly worlds, the David worlds, the the worlds without form, the Elohim, the creator energy of God, the place where the new creation is coming from, basically. So they're going to give me information now to pass to you. There are many of us who are with you tonight, in both bodies that you might see and also in the unseen. This is only beginning. This kind of work that we're doing together is only a beginning here on the earth. We have begun to do this work in India because of the sacred, ancestral knowledge, wisdom, energy, which is held here in this land from the beginning of time. Also because the ground is fertile. What this means is there's been many masters, many rishis, many great gurus who have meditated and prayed and added their energy here. So they've strengthened the capacity of spirit and me to be able to do the work here, basically. As time goes by, this energy will be easily brought through in other lands, but we are beginning in India because the template is here, the energy foundation is here. As more people are activated, as your consciousness expands and is activated, a bit like the 100 monkey principle, your consciousness and your energy will touch others, and this will be like rays of a sun going around the earth. Because our desire is that you fully step into your role and fully understand why you are here, so that you may play your part in this shift for humanity, the shift for the earth, and the shift for the galaxy. Everything that has gone before in these 4 cycles of 26,000 years has led to this point. Everything. This shift is the most critical and crucial change that the earth has known since it was diminished from being Tara and became earth. Now you are on the upward spiral, like the new golden age, the upward spiral. And you feel the energy behind the words. And because you feel the energy behind the words, you know it to be truth. Thank you. So there is more information. There's someone else knows. This is the energy of Tara, Goddess Tara. Goddess Tara, the great mother goddess of the earth, is coming through to speak to us. She's coming through in a new form. I've worked for many years with the energy of Tara as green Tara, and the energy of Tara as white Tara. But the energy that she's coming through now in is golden Tara. And I don't mean yellow Tara either, I mean gold. And the golden energy is to do with the divine light, the Christ light, the Buddha light, the energy of God. This is the energy of the golden Tara. Marella Carla, the good of the cosy is our cosy. The Maria de Dia, and my lad de Dia, the good of the good. And my lad to good tea, she is so rich. Allah Colomba is a little cautious. But the good eater took us because of Bukotakoya. And it's a car that gets so clear. And the car said that he said the cause they go cause it here. And then the cause they go say the cause you never be selected. You're good piece. Just like our mother cares for us when we're small, when we're little children. Goddess Tara is like mothering us now, nurturing us, helping us understand the truth, helping us understand a new reality. A new spiritual reality when we let go of fear and doubt and mistrust, and we merge with the new understanding of a new truth, a new wisdom, a new way of looking at ourselves, a new way of looking at life, a new way of looking at the earth, a new way of looking at people, and a new way of looking at this galaxy that we live in. She wants to bestow a gift, a blessing on us. This blessing is just the blessing of like a opening to peace, an opening heart, a bliss, a joy, a feeling of radiance, of radiating. La bellezza di cos'è, la cosa, la cosa, la mala so subiti. Metacazing, and la cosa, la cosa, material. Metacozing, and the medical, the goal of the sun, the Manaria. Metacodesa, the Davidic son, metacazing, Metacodis, and the medical of the Kaiser. Metacodis, and the medical of the Kaiser. Me quella che deve essere me la usare quella per cosa per usare si gioca per peace ikiki And so the message that we've been delivered tonight is a message of new beginning. It's a message of hope. Hope being fulfilled, not just hope being out there somewhere intangible, but hope being fulfilled. Of real changes occurring for us and for the earth. Of an opportunity to serve, an opportunity to stand up strong and to make real changes in our reality and in our communities and in life itself. To bring back into our knowledge and awareness old wisdoms, understandings, abilities from past life that we haven't been able to touch into. To use this wisdom and ability in our day-to-day lives so that we just automatically have access to knowledge that we don't even know is there. We just automatically access this knowledge. This is what will happen. Suddenly getting insights about things that we need to do and new ways of doing them. Just like that. It's not the golden age for humanity. It's not about doing and worrying about how we're going to do it. It's about being. It's about being aligned to an energy of peace and love and unity, and trusting that when we are aligned with that vibration, everything will open to us. So we don't have to think about how we're going to do it. We just know that when we are aligned with peace, love and oneness, it will just open automatically. And the way we train ourselves and prepare ourselves for this automatic opening of God speaking in us and through us is to meditate. when we sit in meditation and we align our consciousness, our hara, our consciousness, our energy of being with the vibration of peace, the vibration of love, and a vibration of oneness or unity with all life. And we hold this energy through the time of our meditation. It automatically spills over into our day-to-day activities. It automatically spills over into us. We become entrained to this energy. This becomes us. And then when we resonate with peace, love and oneness most of the time, then that is what we attract into our life. See? So it's simple really. The way to change our reality is to change our energy. And the way to do that is just to practice being in that energy. It's easy. And what the energy that Spirit brought through tonight, it's designed to be like a catalyst, an activator, a strengthener for you to be able to do that without being knocked around by all sorts of thoughts and feelings that don't serve us anymore. They limit us and they're not part of us. All they really are is the karmic residue, what's left over karmically from all these lifetimes in these 4 26,000 year cycles of life on the earth. That's all. Okay? So, how do you all feel now? How do you all feel about what's come through from Spirit tonight?
సో ఇక్కడ ఎంతమందికి ఇంగ్లీష్ అర్థం కాదు? కొంతమంది. సో బేసిక్లీ ఇక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందంటే ఎనర్జీ వచ్చి ఏం జరిగిందంటే చాలా మంది ఇన్విజిబుల్ బీయింగ్స్ ఇక్కడ మన చుట్టూ ఉన్నారు. ఎనర్జీ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ జరిగినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారంటే ఇది ఫస్ట్ టైంగా చేస్తున్నాము. మనకు ఎర్త్ 2012 తర్వాత 5th డైమెన్షన్లోకి ఎదిగాం మనం. ఈ వర్క్, ఈ డిఎన్ఏ అప్గ్రేడ్ చేసే వర్క్ ఫస్ట్ టైంగా మనం భారతదేశం నుంచే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఎందుకు భారతదేశం నుంచే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నారంటే ఇక్కడ ఎన్నో జన్మలుగా, ఎన్నో వేలాది సంవత్సరాలుగా ఋషులు, యోగులు ధ్యానం చేసి ఈ దేశాన్ని ఫర్టైల్ గ్రౌండ్గా, ఈ కొత్త ఎనర్జీ ఇక్కడ సీడింగ్, ఈ విత్తనం నాటేదానికి రెడీ చేశారు. అందుకోసం ఇక్కడి నుంచి జరుగుతుంది ఈ వర్క్. మనం ఎందుకోసం పుట్టామో ఆ పని చేసేదానికి హెల్ప్ఫుల్గా ఉన్న అడ్డంకులను క్లియర్ చేసేసి, మన పాత్రని క్లియర్ చేసి నువ్వు హ్యాపీగా వెళ్ళిపో అని చెప్పేదానికి స్పిరిట్స్ వచ్చి వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. బేసిక్లీ 3 విషయాలు మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. నేను ఏదో సాధించాలి, ఏదో చేయాలి అని చెప్పేసి కష్టపడకుండా, తపన పడకుండా, శాంతితో, ప్రేమతో, ఏకభావన, అంతా ఒకటే అన్న భావనతో ఉంటే చాలు. అంతకన్నా భూమి పైన చేసే పని ఏం లేదు అని చెప్పి స్పిరిట్స్ చెప్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you. How many of you here in this room have prayed and wished that you could do more? How many of you have prayed and wished that you could do more?
ఇక్కడ ఉన్న జనాల్లో ఎంతమంది ఇంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ చేయాలి అన్న తపన పడుతున్నారు? ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎవ్రీబడి.
We all do, don't we? We all do, because we have this strong burning desire inside of ourselves to make a difference, right? And sometimes, probably you like me, there's a frustration that you can't be more spiritual or more or calmer or stronger or more loving. Agreed? Well, the reason for Spirit bringing through this energy tonight is to switch gears in you, to take you from here to there in one evening.
సో మీలో ఆ తపన ఉందనేసి వాళ్ళు గుర్తించారు. అందుకోసము మీరు నడుస్తున్నారు, నడిచి మిమ్మల్ని ఎగిరేటట్టు చేస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళు.
Who feels a bit different than when you came in tonight?
ఎవరికి ఇక్కడ వచ్చే ముందు మీరున్న పరిస్థితి కన్నా ఇప్పుడు నా పరిస్థితి మారి ఉంది అన్న భావన కలిగి ఉన్న ఎవరు? సో ఎలాంటి భావనలు ఎలాంటి మార్పు మీలో కలుగుతుంది? మీ శరీరంలో కానీ మీ ఆలోచనలో కానీ ఎలాంటి మార్పులు వచ్చాయి? ఎవరన్నా చెప్పగలరా?
Right.
More peaceful, compassionate, loving,
Good.
and feeling of oneness. And there's nothing more than actually I'm living for this.
That's
So
good.
life itself is one thing. You don't need to make any efforts. Just do the way.
Thank you, sir. Because these changes are about release of effort. You know how we think as human beings we have to do something to create any changes? Well, this is about not doing. It's about being. So our whole way of functioning is changing. Instead of thinking, I have to do this and I have to, for instance, if you had to write say you had to write an article. I have to write this article, I have to do this. You know what Spirit said? If you just sat in meditation for half an hour and you know that you've already written the article and it was really great, it would just flow just like that. When we think, I have to do this, I have to do that, it slows it all down. But for those of you who are still maybe not feeling the peace, love and oneness that some of you are feeling, this is because you're percolating. What that means is you're going through a change. The energy that was brought through tonight is permanent for everybody, and it's very rapid clearing, and you will all feel really radically different. The way to keep it going and to accelerate it is to sit in meditation every day and just create the peace, the love and the oneness. Okay. This is how I teach it. I want you to shut your eyes. Shut your eyes. And I want you to imagine a beautiful golden pyramid of light superimposed over the top of your body.
సో ఆ ప్రేమ, శాంతి, ఏకత్వం అంతాన్ని ఏకభావన మనలో ఎలా మనం అభివృద్ధి చేసుకోవాలి అనే టెక్నిక్ ఇప్పుడు చెప్తున్నాను. మనం కళ్ళు మూసుకొని ధ్యానంలో కూర్చున్నాం. మన తలపైన ఒక పిరమిడ్ ఉన్నట్టు మనం ఊహిస్తాము.
The base of the pyramid is level with the solar plexus chakra just below the diaphragm.
ఆ బేస్ ఒక పిరమిడ్ కరెక్ట్గా మన సోలార్ ప్లెక్సస్ అంటే మూడో చక్రం ఉంటుంది కదా, మన మణిపూర్ అక్కడ ఉన్నట్టు, ఏపెక్స్ మన తలకు పైన ఉన్నట్టు, సెవెంత్ చక్రకు పైన ఉన్నట్టు ఊహించుకోండి.
And the top of the pyramid is in the region of the 8th chakra, just above the head. Okay. So I want you to create a feeling of peace in the lower left-hand base of the pyramid.
లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ పిరమిడ్ ఉంచుకోండి. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్, రైట్ సైడ్, టాప్ తలకు పైన. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ శాంతి. లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద పిరమిడ్ కంప్లీట్గా శాంతిగా ఉన్నట్టు, అంటే మీ శరీరానికి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ భాగం ఫుల్ శాంతంతో ఉన్నట్టు ఊహించుకోండి. ఆ శాంతాన్ని మీరు క్రియేట్ చేయండి.
And you just think it and feel it. That's all. It's easy. Just think peace, feel peace. And then on the right-hand base of the pyramid, think connection with all life, feel connection with all life.
మన శరీరానికి రైట్ సైడ్ భాగంలో, రైట్ సైడ్ పిరమిడ్లో ఏకత్వం, అంతా ఒకటే, అన్ని జీవరాశులు ఒకటే. నేను, నా జీవము, నా చుట్టూ ఉన్న జీవము అంతా ఒకటే అన్న భావంతో ఉన్నాను.
And I want you to imagine now that this pyramid is expanding, and the top of the pyramid is going right out to the 72nd dimension. Now, this galaxy only has 48 dimensions. So when we talk about going out to the 72nd dimension, we're going outside of this galaxy.
సో మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న ఈ పిరమిడ్ అలా పెరుగుతూ 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 ఆకాశానికి దూసుకెళ్తుంది. అట్లాంటి ఒక భావన ఆలోచించుకొని ఫీల్ అవ్వండి.
But there is now energy coming into our Milky Way galaxy from 72 dimensions of reality.
ఈ 72 డైమెన్షన్స్ యొక్క ఎనర్జీ మన శరీరంలోకి వచ్చేటట్టు ఊహించుకోండి. పిరమిడ్ రైట్ సైడ్ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ శాంతిని ఏకత్వాన్ని ఊహించుకున్నారు కదా. ఈ పిరమిడ్ మీరు ఆకాశం పక్క అట్లా పెరుగుతూ పోతుంది. ఆ ఆకాశాన్ని తాకిన పిరమిడ్ అక్కడ ఉన్న ఎనర్జీస్ అన్ని తీసుకొస్తున్నాయి ఈ శరీరంలో.
So right out there and just know and imagine that you're putting a vibration of love right out there on the 72nd dimension.
అక్కడ ఆ పిరమిడ్ యొక్క టాప్ లో ఎక్కడ ఆకాశం తాకుతుందో అక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చే ఎనర్జీ అంతా ప్రేమ. ఆ ప్రేమ అట్లా ఆకాశం నుంచి వచ్చి మీ శరీరం తాకుతుంది. అలాంటి పని చేస్తాం.
Now I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe in, imagine that you're pulling this love vibration down into the heart chakra in the center of the chest.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు నెమ్మదిగా జాగ్రత్తగా శ్వాస తీసుకోండి. మీరు తీసుకునే శ్వాస ప్రేమే. ప్రేమే మీరు శ్వాసగా తీసుకుంటున్నారు.
So with each in-breath, reach up to the 72nd dimension and pull a feeling of love down into your heart chakra in the center of the chest. And then breathe in again and keep pulling this love vibration down and sending it out through the heart chakra. Send it out through the heart chakra like the rays of the sun.
సో ఆకాశం నుంచి వచ్చే ఆ ప్రేమ మీరు హృదయంలో వెళ్ళి హృదయం నుంచి అట్లా వ్యాపిస్తుంది, మీ చుట్టూ వ్యాపిస్తుంది. సో మీరు ఆ ప్రేమని శ్వాసించి ఆ ప్రేమని వదులుతున్నారు మీ హృదయం ద్వారా.
So it's going out from your heart chakra as if it's sunshine. Sunshine flooding out in all directions from your heart chakra. Every time you reach up with your breath and you pull down the love and you just, as you exhale, send it out through the heart chakra.
ఆ ప్రేమను మీరు శ్వాసించి హృదయం నుంచి సూర్యకాంతుల్లాగా మీరు జల్లుతున్నారు.
You'll feel yourself start to almost melt with the love.
సో మీరు ఆ ప్రేమ యొక్క ఎనర్జీలో మీరే కరిగిపోతున్నారు.
And that really, this technique is really all you need to do. In fact, at the end of your normal meditation, do this for a few minutes. Sit with it as long as you feel guided to. And every time during the day that you get out of sync with a feeling of love, just stop, shut your eyes and do this for a couple of minutes and it will bring you back into that vibration.
మీ నిజ జీవితంలో బిజీగా ఉన్న టైంలో ఎప్పుడైతే మీకు టెన్షన్స్, అనారోగ్యము ఇలాంటి పరిస్థితులు ఎదుర్కొన్నప్పుడు ఈ ధ్యానం చేసినట్లయితే మీరు మీ ప్రేమ, మీ ఆరోగ్యము, మీ శాంతి, ఏకత్వము మీలోనే ఉంది.
And then what will happen is that the energy work that Spirit of work tonight, which has been significant change, will be increased and strengthened in every day, every moment.
ఈ ప్రేమ భావనతో మీరు ప్రతి నిమిషం, ప్రతి క్షణము, ప్రతిరోజు ఉన్నట్లయితే మీరే భగవంతుడు.
And what will also happen is that your true spiritual purpose in this lifetime will be shown to you.
మీరే భగవంతులైనప్పుడు మీరు దేవకార్యమే చేస్తారు. ఎందుకోసం పుట్టారో ఆ పనులే చేస్తారు.
But remember, we have to take the first steps ourselves. We have to have faith in what it is that we're doing. And what we're doing is meditating and creating peace, love and oneness as a deliberate thing.
మనం ధ్యానం చేసి మనము ఆ శాంతి, ప్రేమ, ఏకత్వం మనం దాన్ని ఫస్ట్ సాధిస్తే మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఈ ప్రపంచానికంతా మనం దాన్ని నేర్పించగలం. అదే మన కర్తవ్యం.
And then what happens is that we, each of us, becomes like a mini sun on the earth. We are all sons and daughters of God. We become like a mini sun shining a light across the earth.
మనం ప్రతిరోజు కనుక ధ్యానం చేసి ఈ ప్రేమ, ఏకత్వం, అంతా నేనే, శాంతి అన్న భావనతో ఉంటే మనమే దేవపుత్రులము. సూర్యుడిలాగా చిన్న చిన్న సూర్యుడిలాగా మనం ఈ భూమి పైన బతకాలి.
And other people across the earth become entrained to this light of our consciousness, the light that we are expressing, and they change too.
మన ద్వారా మన చుట్టూ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ప్రతి ఒక్కరు మనలాగే వాళ్ళు కూడా దేవదూతలాగా మారుతారు.
This is how all of the people on the earth in time will change and become one people of peace, of love, of oneness. And it all starts with us.
ఒకరోజు ఈ భూమండలం అంతా ప్రేమతో వ్యాపిస్తుంది. దానికి మన ద్వారానే ఇక్కడ ఆరంభం, మనమే దానికి పునాది.
Because God in the spiritual hierarchy knew that they couldn't sit up there in other dimensions in heavenly worlds and do it on their own. They needed the ground crew at base camp. Okay? They needed the ground crew at base camp.
సో పైన ఉన్న భగవంతుడు ఇది చేయలేడు అన్నమాట. అందుకే మనందరినీ ఇక్కడ ఒక చోట చేర్చి మనకు చెప్పిస్తున్నాడు, మన ద్వారా పనులు జరిపిస్తున్నాడు.
And we are all the ground crew at base camp. And this is why we came from the stars, from star nations so long ago to be here on earth now.
దీనికోసమే మీరు నక్షత్రాల నుంచి ఇక్కడ వచ్చారు.
And this is why Spirit asked me to write a book called Sunshine Before the Dawn.
దీనికోసమే స్పిరిట్ సన్షైన్ బిఫోర్ ద డౌన్ అన్న బుక్ నా చేత రాయించారు.
But it's really to remind all of us who we are, and to remind all of us that we ourselves are the sunshine at the dawn of this new age on earth, this new fifth golden age of light.
ఎందుకు ఈ బుక్ రాసి మనకి ఇచ్చారంటే మనమే ఆ సన్షైన్. ఈ కొత్త యుగానికి, ఈ కొత్త సత్య యుగానికి మనమే సన్షైన్, మనమే మార్గదర్శనం.
So isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful that we are now at this new age? The best that we can be, and in our own even individual way make a difference here on the earth in whatever way we're called to do, and we all do it differently. So thank you everybody for your attention, and thank you Shri Devi and other members here. She's in the room, but thank you for having me here, Pradeep here, and thank you all for coming and listening. Anybody want to ask questions? Any questions? Yes. 7 years, well that was my age right now. Until you can do your maths. The question was, how old was I 17 years ago? I was 45. I'm 61 now. The sunshine before the dawn. Yes. We can make it. What equal to?
we can give supplies of the Judy's book, Sunshine Before Dawn, and there are a lot of transmissions which are on the website for about $100, $200, and $300. They're all subsidized to only $7, which is 500 rupees. We'll make the stock available to the LRI team, and Judy ma'am will be able to make sure you're all getting that. Just give her a week's time and then it will be available. Yeah, questions? Yes, sir.
That book, senior.
Yes, it's senior. Yes.
Who is she? Where is she now?
She's still waiting for Miss Senior. She's still waiting for Miss Senior.
Okay. Yes,
Just ask her what is the position of our DNA now.
In the night time, I'm feeling very light. It's like a lot of energy is coming. And almost in the first half of the day, I'm sleeping. I'm feeling I'm not, something is happening at a very deep levels. And it's not sadness, it's not isolation, but I'm feeling that I'm being processed. Sometimes in the night I'm feeling I'm doing mantra chanting also. But I sleep in the morning hours, like early morning I sleep.
And you can't sleep at night?
No, I'm almost too much active.
So many years this happening.
So the 17th January it's becoming very almost getting so is it getting this energy change? And during this time only I got a chance. My friend gave me your book, and all of a sudden it's just pop into my lab. Your book and the angel cards readings. And yeah, I went through your book almost every day. Is it having some connection with me, or it's the energy change which is happening? What is it?
Well, you know, Spirit gave me the book sentence by sentence into my mind. It was telepathically downloaded into my mind in 2011. But they asked me, but they deliberately wrote it as a novel, as a love story, so it would be more interesting for people to read. But in actual fact, it's coded. Every word that when you read it, it's coding and changing you. It's activating, changing you. So when you go and read the book, you're actually being activated by the energy, even though you don't realize it. So, but just I can quite finish. But what's happening to you and others of you that can't sleep is that as I think I said right at the start, I'm not sure, everybody here is on an accelerated spiritual path. When you look at the number of people in India and the number of people here in this room, you can see that you are here because you are brought here to be activated. So you're being activated really quickly. And Spirit often chooses the early hours of the morning to do this because it's easy. Okay. You know, you're not so affected by electromagnetic fields as during the day. A lot of people in the cities here. So they deliberately choose the early hours of the morning to bring the energy through because it's quieter, it's easy. Okay. You understand about electromagnetic energy, don't you? Cell phone towers, radiation of all kinds. It affects the ability to code the body. Just to tell you, I couldn't sleep about 2 a.m. last night myself, and I had very powerful energy going through me.
See, last I was wide awake and had full of energy, a lot of things, and even creativity also comes, a lot of search and literature and all these things.
Yes, we'll come at that time. The trick really is not to worry about it. Sleep when you're tired. I know it's hard when you've got to get up and go through. But don't be concerned about it, because if you get worried about it, it's harder. I do have an energy track, an audio track on my website. My website is www.thesoundoflight.com or judysatori.com, and it's an Ascension Library, so there's a lot of audio tracks there. Most of them are free, and there is one for insomnia, which I got someone write to me and say it really helps. So if you have insomnia or you're awake and you can't sleep, you could go into this. I think it's under free, and then you just look at all the tracks there, but it's for insomnia. And it just, particularly if you can't sleep because you're feeling wired up, that feeling, it will relax you.
It's not insomnia. In the daytime I sleep a lot.
I know. But in the night, I'm talking about in the night, insomnia during the night.
Judy, next question.
Yes, sir.
First of all, my name is Aman Verma. I'm a physician, medicine, software engineer, also here. I wanted to thank you for the two things that I feel I've always, not always, one thing that I've always needed in my life is groundedness. I've always had too much love and energy, and I don't need sleep, so I don't need all that, but I really need groundedness. I think the lack of groundedness comes from having, I never feel my body.
You're always up and
Yeah,
down.
I have too much energy and too much love, and I feel like I'm always floating. And so today, when you, after you finished your Valiant Life transmissions today, I felt that heaviness in me. I don't feel my body. I feel my connection to this earth. And I felt the earth energy, which I always had.
That's great. That's
I love
really
that.
good.
And also, last year I lost my soulmate to cancer, and after that, I've never known something as darkness as this structure inside me. For the first time, I looked out at the state of bliss that I've always been in since I was a kid. I always used to be in a state of bliss, and I couldn't feel that. It was intermittent. The joy would come and go. I've never known myself like that. So I've been more tortured because of that. So for the first time today, after she passed away last year, I felt that I connected with her. I felt she was very connected to me. We were transmitting, and for that I will always be grateful.
Thank you. I really feel that she is with you on the other side. And I feel that she's going to be increasingly working together with you. And I think that one of the reasons she passed was because she needed to be on the other side to transmit through you, to you, certain information and energy that is coming from you. It's almost like she's your soulmate, but she's also still your soulmate, she's still helping you. Be able to connect with her telepathically. So she can talk it. Just like she was in the group.
My question was, when you were, you have to first explain the way I've been as a kid. I've always been practiced sensitive to energy, and I've always had this, it's like, I don't know, it's like a cataract of love that I feel inside me all the time. Not for the whole world, not for one person, or my family, or friends, or lover, whoever. I just feel, I don't know what this is, but I feel so much love for the whole world. And when you were transmitting the language of life, I just felt that the heartbeat was just love. And is that true?
Yeah, it's totally true. You know, many great teachers have talked about love. Jesus Christ was one, and he talked about love being the key of the way. Love is the key of the way because it's through the love vibration and it's through our deliberate creation of the love vibration that the key in the way for what we are to do in this life is shown to us. It's a powerful gateway for transformation.
So I have not been wrong when I've been when people ask me about the secrets to my energy and my influence, my 48 years old, when I say that I've been looking and I don't move or talk like I'm 48 years old. So I keep telling them just remain in the same place because love is the key. Is that right?
Totally, because love is what's called coherent vibration. Coherent is harmony. So when we are being love, everything about our body heals and regenerates. You know, you probably experienced times in your life where you've been really, really stressed and it feels like you've aged a lot. This is not permanent, when we go back into the state of love and we deliberately create that 90% of the time in our reality, then everything alters within us. The vibration field of our body reflect that. And since we are energy, crystallized in the form, our physical body will reflect the love energy that's flowing through our being. The joy. joy is not expressed, I need to say.
Yes.
Yes.
So now he's feeling that with time, he's more energetic.
Yes.
I feel a lot of energy at night. But when I wake up in the morning, I feel I have aged. And honestly, I feel I get up with a backache, certain backache or certain energy depletion, and when I work, I can feel like you have become 50 years old, like you forget us all, when you cross that age. We just talk about it. But I feel that, and the way she said it's peaceful, it's not that peaceful for me. It's like I have to do something and I don't know what to do. I'm more of a lost.
Yes.
And I have myself seen that I start chanting some mantras like, but that is also brought by fear, not by, I don't know what, only fear and a feeling of loss.
My experience is that the energy changes can be very hard on the body. The energy changes that we're all experiencing can be very hard on the body, and they can make you feel like you're exhausted and decrepit, stiff. And I'm very lucky, I totally understand that. What I find, this is going, what I find helpful, what I find helpful is Tibetan yoga called the five rites. Five rites, as in R-I-T-E-S, the five rites. And you can find it on Google. It's a set of 5 exercises that really speeds up the flow of the chakras, and it helps balance and harmonise the energy system. And the other thing that I find is really useful is stretching the body, because of the work that I'm doing, I get really stiff with the energy, and it really hurts when I'm sort of walking around like this. It really hurts. Okay, so I do these exercises, which I will demonstrate to you right now. The first one that I do is I touch the ground like that, and I put my cell phone timer on, and I hold it for 3 minutes doing that.
Challenging for Indian women.
And then the second one that I do is I lie flat on my back, and I do this hip hitching where you stretch your body out, stretching the body out, because this energy rushes into the body sort of jams everything up. Okay, so stretching. And then the other one I do is I put my hands like that, and I stretch my arms up, because the other thing that happens is you get like that. You know, because the energy, when you're channeling, the energy is coming in through the back of the neck, right? And you feel like, it's really cool down the neck. So you've got to stretch that out like that. See how I'm pulling my elbows back? Stretch it out. Put your timer on your phone and do it for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes a day. I do it for 3. Gosh, it makes a difference. You feel so much younger and so much better. And then I do these 5 rites. Circling, and there's 5 exercises in there, so if you do those, you feel so much better.
Just add on to that, I was feeling what she was feeling, something like that, and I just started dancing. I learned to dance, and it has transformed me completely. Now I feel so energetic, whereas I used to feel so lethargic and throughout the day I should feel loss of energy. Now it's
I totally agree with you. You've got to, the energy, you don't want to let the energy block up. It's very powerful. You've got to move our body. Fast walking and dancing. Fast walking and dancing. Yes. I don't know, I'm going to ask them about this. So we're going to explore the question with Spirit about twin flames.
How long this time takes understanding
Oh, you want to ask about the other thing, how long it will take?
For myself.
It's,
because,
well, you see,
my daily routine has become upside down. So how long this changes or this I think it's a reorientation.
it's a reorientation. And I can't really specifically say, but what I'm getting for you is about another 4 to 5 months.
Say my job then.
But what you can do is, do you walk fast? Okay. There's an exercise you can do to make. Shall I demonstrate it?